Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today is day 20 of solving daily problems on Geeks for Geeks. Let us see what today's problem is. So the problem says the zigzag tree traversal, which is asked in more than 6 companies, which is Flipkart, Amazon, Microsoft, Snapdeal, and many more, which is based on traversal of tree and DSA. So let us first read this problem. So here's the problem says that given a binary tree with n nodes, find the zigzag level order traversal of binary tree, which is quite simple to understand. And we already know that a zigzag, what does that means? So from 1, if I'm starting from 1, then I have to move towards 2. Okay, then I have to move in 3 direction and then I will write 2. Then from 2 only I will start 4, 5, 6, 7. And if other nodes are present, then I will start from this right hand side only. Let's say 8, 9, 10, like this. As you can see in example 2. So 7, next line will be 7, 9, then I will have 8, 8, 6, then I will have 9, 10. So let us try to understand this with the help of another example. So here's a binary tree given. Okay, so what we are doing is we are first creating a data structure queue which will do all the traversing, which will store the nodes as we are using here. Next, what we will do, we will create a vector int result to store our result, and next a flag to check whether the given node level is odd or even. Okay, which means I will explain you that what this flag is doing here. Flag is basically, let's say if I'm at level number 0 here, or level number 1, I can say, okay, I'm here. So in this, how I will decide whether I have to start from 2 or whether I have to start from 3. So I will say that if this is level number 0 and this is level number 1, so when my flag is, even or odd, it depends upon the flag value where I will start. I will change the flag value inside my loop. So if it is level number 1, then level number 2, I have to start from the right hand side. So this will simply, what I will do is inside this loop I will create a temp or t variable to store my list. Let's say it has stored the list as 2 comma 3. 2 comma 3 it has stored, but what I have to do is I have to store it in reverse order. So for that, simply I will use the built-in function t dot, which will be t dot reverse. So with the help of that I can reverse my temp variable, and I will reverse this linked list also. Okay, with the help of this function, and inside this I will pass the parameters which are needed, and I will reverse this. So we can see that whenever our node or level is odd, we have to start from the right hand side. So this logic we will put in our code, and after that the result is storing the whole temp variable. Means after storing the level nodes in my temp, all the nodes in my temp, I will store it back into my result variable, which is my actual variable storing the result. Okay, and here also this is storing the nodes, and we have done this problem before, like we used queue for the level order traversal of tree, and this is also quite similar. We will perform same operations, same thing, but at last we will check whether my flag is odd or even, and on the basis of that I will reverse my array. If the flag value is odd, then we then do nothing, and else we will reverse the array, like here. If it is 1, which just means that it is odd, so we have to do nothing. But when it is even, then I have to reverse the array. I will reverse this array simply. So let us try to solve this problem. So first we'll create here a queue data structure to store our nodes. So queue which will store node star, and let us name as q, and we'll push the first node q dot push root. Okay, before that let us check if root equals to null ptr. We need not to perform any other operations and we will return result from here. Okay, and let us also declare a vector int result here. Vector int result and int flag, a variable to check whether the level is odd or even. Flag equals to 1. Simply we will do this, and now I will inside my while loop check while not q dot empty. While my q is not empty, simply what I will do, I will go inside my while loop and I will take the size of q in a variable sz. Let's say q dot size. After that I will create a vector int which will temporarily store my list. Let me just zoom to make it more visible to you. And after creating the vector int temp, now I will run a for loop from int I equals to 0, I less than s z, such that I plus plus, and inside this for loop I will first take the front variable of my queue, which will be node star front equals to, yeah, we can say that node star front n equals to q dot front, and we will pop this node from my queue. After removing this node, I will check whether the left or right node exists for this current node. So front left. If its left exists, then simply I have to push it into my queue. So queue dot push front n left. Okay, same we have to do for the right node also. So let us just copy and paste it here. So we will simply make it RIGHT right, and here also we will change the left to right. So this is done for pushing the values in my queue, and after popping the front node I have to push it into my temp variable also. So temp dot push back, and here I will push back the front node value. I need not store the node, I have to store the value which is stored in data. So I will do this. Okay, so this is completed, and now again I will check if my flag is here. If not flag, like which means it is not odd, so I have to reverse my temp array which is storing my answer for the current level. So temp dot begin comma temp dot end. This built-in function will remove my will reverse my given array, and after that I will make my flag equals to 1 minus flag, which will become 0, and now I have to push the values of my temp to my result variable one by one. So int I equals to 0, I less than temp dot size, such that I plus plus. Now inside this loop what we will do, result dot push back temp I value. Okay, so this will get stored into my result, and at last I will return my result here. Return result. So simply the difference here is that we are reversing the linked list whenever my level is even. Okay, so let us see this code. First we have created a queue to store my nodes, then a result variable to store the result, flag variable to check whether the given level, check the level odd or even, then checking whether the root is null ptr, then we have to simply return the result after pushing root node into queue. After that we are taking here the size of queue in this variable, a temp variable to store the nodes of current level, then running a for loop to check for other nodes and pushing them into my queue like left or right node, also pushing the front node to my temp variable, then checking the flag for even. If flag is even, then reverse. Okay, after reversing the temp list, then we are running a for loop to store that list back into my result variable. Okay, to my result list. So let us try to run this program. It is accepted, and now let's just submit this to check for other test cases. So we have completed today's problem of the day, and I hope this solution is clear to you. This was quite similar to level order traversal which we have done previously, and if you found any problem in this, you can check the previous video also, which is level order traversal of a tree, which we have done with the help of queue only. And like this video, comment on it, subscribe to my channel, press the bell icon to get daily notification about the videos I'm posting, and I will see you in the next video.